besties, what's up? My name is Meg. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today's video we are doing how many books can I read within 24 hours. To start off, it is almost 11. So we are downloading Corrupt Devil's Night from Kindle Unlimited by Penelope Douglas. We are officially going to, before I even begin the timer, I'm going to read you what Corrupt is about. So, Erica, I told the dreams were my heart. Erica, I was told that the dreams were our heart's desires. My nightmares, however, became my obsession. His name is Michael Christ. My boyfriend's older brother is like that scary movie where you peek through your hand your hand to watch. He is handsome, strong, and terrifying. Completely terrifying. He's the star of the college basketball team and now gone pro. He's more concerned with the dirt on his shoe than me. But I noticed him, I saw him, I heard him, the things that he did and the deeds that he hid. For years I bit my nails, unable to look away. Now I've graduated high school and moved on to college. But I haven't stopped watching Michael. He's bad, and the dirt I've seen isn't content to stay in my head anymore because he's finally noticed me. Michael. Her name is Erica Fan, but everyone calls her Rika. My brother's girlfriend grew up hanging around my house and is always at our dinner table. She looks down when I enter her room and stills when I am close. I can always feel the fear rolling off her, and now while I haven't had her body, I know that I've had her mind. That's really all I want anyway, until my brother leaves for the military and I find Rika alone at college, in my city, unprotected. The opportunity is too good to be true, as well as the timing, because you see, 3 years ago she put a few of my high school friends in prison, and now they're out. We've waited, we've been patient, and now every last one of her nightmares will come true. Yeah. It says Corrupt can be read as a standalone, no cliffhanger. Oh, Nugget was sniffing the microphone. Was Nugget sniffing the microphone? What you doing? Oh, we need a blanket. Yeah. We need a blanket. So we are going to officially start the stopwatch. So there are two different ways that we can do this 24-hour reading vlog, and one is reading 24 hours consecutively, or the version that I'm going to do, which is reading via timer. So when I am reading, we'll time in. When I want to stop reading, we'll time out. And we'll wait until the 24-hour timer goes that way. We are going to hit start and we are going to get to reading. So far, we've been reading for almost 2 hours. I'm almost a quarter of the way through Corrupt, and right now, the boys are trying to, isolate Rika, so I'm gonna go back to reading. I'm currently that amount of time into reading, and I am at basically 3/4 of the way through this book. I don't even know how long this book is. Shall we look? Shall we look? It's 516 pages and I'm 3/4 of the way through it. Starting this video. Oh my god. Where's my dog? I found my water. Okay, so we officially read and finished Corrupt by Penelope Douglas.
Finished it?
Yeah, and it only took 6 hours, 50 minutes, 46 seconds, .90. I'm going to go get some food. I'm gonna fill up my water, take a pee break. That's why I like having the timer, is because I can start and stop. My dad's laughing at me. He's shaking his head and he's laughing at me. Okay, so as I was saying, I read Corrupt by Penelope Douglas, which is the first book in the A Devil's Night series. I think that there's 4 of them, if I'm looking correctly. Ow, ow, ow. I want to read a book that, like, if it is a series, like it's a completed series. Ooh, it is on Kindle Unlimited. It showed it for a brief moment before it said that it's updating my Kindle store experience. So it is on Kindle Unlimited, so I think we're gonna read this book. We're going to read The Never King by Nikki St. Crow. We're gonna start reading Never King. So I never did tell you what The Never King is about. It says, the centuries were all wrong. Hook was never the villain. For 2 centuries, all of the darling women have disappeared on their 18th birthday. Sometimes they're only gone for a day, some a week, or a month, but they always return broken. Now on the afternoon of my 18th birthday, my mother is running around knocking doors, but it's pointless because when night falls, he comes for me, and this time the Never King and the Lost Boys aren't willing to let me go. It says, The Never King is a dark retelling of Peter and Wendy. If you like your enemies to lovers romance with hot, ruthless, morally gray love interest, you'll love The Never King and the Lost Boys. You can expect hate kissing, fighting, bickering, and touch her and all on Alive You vibes. That's all in the Goodreads synopsis. We're gonna start The Never King. And start. So we just finished The Never King. It was only 197 pages. It wasn't even very long. So don't be like, oh my gosh, you finished a whole nother book. No, this isn't even considered to be a novel. 200 pages is considered to be a novel. So this was a novella. But we are going to start the second one, which is called The Dark One. I gotta go to my Goodreads.
But does that really count for a book in 24 hours?
Right now is, yeah, I consider novella books. They're just not very long. And I'm trying to see how many books I can squeeze into 24 hours. But the time has stopped because I'm not reading. And right now we are at 9 hours, 3 minutes, and 45 seconds. Hi besties, we are 73% of the way through The Dark One. Our time is currently at 10:53:14. I'm already tired, but anyways, so I'm going to start the 24 hours again tomorrow. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna get some food and then go to bed, and I will see you tomorrow. Good morning, besties. How are you? I woke up feeling okay. My anxiety is a little bad today. We are still on the timer. We are still at 10 hours, 53 minutes, 14 seconds. I think that after I finish this book, I don't think that I'm gonna continue on to the next book, which is called Their Vicious Darling. I don't think that I'm gonna continue on to that one. We're going to open up a cherry slush because we need caffeine. Ooh, that one's not as crisp as the others, but I think I'm gonna go sit downstairs and read. Okay, I gotta stop the timer. So we are currently at 11:34:17. I just finished The Dark One, and not gonna lie, the ending that it left me on, I have to read it now. Their Vicious Darling, we're going to be reading next. So I gotta pull it up. I hate when I try to return my thing to Kindle Unlimited and it just retakes me back to the book.
Just let me click the 3 little dots.
Luckily, these are very short books. It's Today I do have therapy, or correction, I have art therapy, and then I also have a chiropractor. But that's not till 3 and 4, and it's currently 11:12. So I'm wondering if maybe there's the possibility that I can finish both of these new books. Like, how crazy would that be? That'd be actually very insane. We're so excited. Okay, we gotta start the timer back up and start. Okay, so we just finished Their Vicious Darling. Now we are going to read The Fae Princes. We are currently at this time. I don't want to get caught up in reading and then end up missing my appointment because that would be very, very bad. So we are going to stop. We're going to take a break. Take a little break. We have about 10 hours left in this challenge, so I'm not sure what, you know, I will update you once I start reading again. Okay, so it's been some time later. I finished my appointments. It's now 4:55. So I haven't really talked too much about the Vicious Lost Boys series that I'm reading. And best way that I can describe this is that they are very short books. They're very, very short books. However, they are 90% smut.
I'm sorry.
They are 90% smut, 10% plot. So, very much so just straight up smut. The plot, I will say, is actually like somewhat decent. Like, it's actually enticing. So if you think that it's just the smut, like, no, the plot's at least a little good. The plot's just kind of like sprinkled in there. Like, it's almost like powdered sugar on pancakes. I don't know where that came from. My mom is laughing at me. Oh, you think French toast? I'm sorry, I didn't think of that. Hello. So that's so far where we're at with the Vicious Lost Boys. We're gonna start back up the timer, and yeah, we're just gonna start back up the timer. And let's open up the Kindle. Turning on the Kindle. Kindle is on. Okay, besties, I found a thing that was like annotated, or it has 3,336 highlights, and I indeed did also highlight it. It says, I think you care very little, she goes on, because you think that keeps you safe. If you care for very little, you have very little to lose. A knot forms between my shoulder blades, making me shift again. But you know what, Smee says, caring for so little means that when you actually do care, losing it has a much higher cost. Bro! I stopped the timer, by the way. But bro! Hi, besties. So it's now 7:24 and we are at 16 hours 13 minutes and 21 seconds. We are going to take a break and eat pulled chicken and sour cream and cheddar and sour cream chips. I can't remember. I'm gonna do that. I will resume when I've finished my meal. We are at 16:13:21. Let me turn my Kindle on and we just finished The Fae Princes. So we're currently at, ignore how much I'm shaking. We still have about like 8 hours-ish. Maybe 7. 7:15? Question mark?
Bam!
Now I just gotta figure out what I'm in the mood to read now that I finished I don't know what I want to read. I really don't. Okay, there's a book. I don't know if it's on Kindle Unlimited though. It's loading. Oh, it is on Kindle Unlimited. Okay, cool. So we're gonna read this. This one is only 258 pages, but we're gonna read Viciously Yours. I don't need a line to know what's considered good or bad, but if I did, there isn't a line I wouldn't cross for you. Renee? I want to say that that's what it is Rennick. Was 13, the gods bestowed him upon the name. I can't read! When Rennick was 13, the gods bestowed upon him the name of his fated mate, a human girl, as the sole heir to the mountain kingdom. Magic bound him to his kingdom until he ascended the throne on his 25th birthday, and as a human she couldn't cross the magical barrier separating the humans from the fae. Heartsore and consumed with thoughts of her, he did the only thing he could and sent her anonymous letters and gifts until he crossed the barrier into her kingdom to claim her as his own. 6 months after Amelia's 13th birthday, she received a strange letter from a fae boy claiming her as his mate. Humans weren't taught much about the fae, and one look at the horrifying doll meant to be her belated birthday gift solidified her suspicions that someone was playing a cruel joke, except the letters and odd gifts kept coming. Against her better judgment, Amelia fell in love with her mysterious admirer throughout the years, certain they would never meet, but on her 25th birthday, her walk to work was interrupted by 2 familiar words she'd read a million times. Hello, love. I don't know why, but I feel like the fae would have like a British accent. Just, hello, love. Hello, love. Wow, it really is giving me a world guide. This is a lot to note, and then it gives me a map. There's a 50-50 chance you'll have a good time reading it. Good luck. Okay, we're gonna start the timer back up. You should do the man bun.
No, I will not do it.
Dad, you should do a man
I
bun.
will not do a man bun.
You should do a man bun. Alright, starting the timer. Okay, so it's currently 12:31 and that's how long the timer has been going for. I currently just finished Viciously Yours. I liked it. I thought it was cute. Yeah, it was 258 pages. Really super simple, really super easy. I'm kind of hungry. I think I'm gonna eat some food and then I'm gonna go to bed. And then tomorrow we shall finish reading. Obviously, we're most likely not gonna finish another book, but we can at least start one. And then I will go through the rundown at the very end of the timer and talk about each book and what I thought about them. So, bam! I will talk to you tomorrow. Good morning, besties! So it is currently 11:35. This is the 3rd day of our 24-hour book challenge. We are currently at, on our timer, 20, 29, 30. So we still have a good chunk of time, and I have finished all of the books that I have put onto my Kindle to start. Okay, so we're reading the Where Did You Go or whatever from The Infatuated Fae, and I'm already like 15% of the way through, and it's just, I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of science talk, and like I'm not the biggest science person, so I think we are going to start reading a different book. We only need 3 hours of reading, and I can't find a single book that like I'm interested in possibly reading. Maybe we'll try Filthy Rich Vampire. We'll try that. Okay, So we are on the last half hour of our reading. We finally determined what book we would read, and we settled for Filthy Rich Vampire? Yeah, Filthy Rich, I almost ate my Kindle. Filthy Rich Vampire, and we are about 32% of the way through. So we have officially reached the 24-hour mark. Hi besties! So we finished the 24-hour challenge. It took us 3 days, but we finished it because the timer said so. During that time, I read a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I got halfway through Filthy Rich Vampire. So we read about 6.5 books. So starting off, the first book that we had decided to read was Corrupt, which was part of the Devil's Night series by Penelope Douglas. I gave this a 3 star. I definitely liked it. It wasn't necessarily like my favorite, but it was definitely something interesting, especially with me starting to get into this whole dark romance era. The next book that I had read was The Never King, which was a part of the Vicious Lost Boys. And I'm gonna say this because after each book that I read in this series, I was like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna read the rest. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna read the rest. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna read the rest. Well, we did read the rest. We read the entire series, which was 4 books. It's a retelling of Peter Pan and Neverland and everything like that. I gave all 4 books 4 stars. And then I read Viciously Yours, which is a part of the Fae Kings of Eden series, which isn't a romantasy, but it was a fantasy romance. So it had very little world building. It had like no major villain, no overarching plot. Like, it was literally just a romance book set in a fantasy world. That's literally all it was. And I think I even remember like reading like I don't want to say trigger warnings because there were no trigger warnings, but like, you know, I loved everything about this book. I also gave this book 4 stars. Honestly, I think I would have given it 4.75. 4 stars doesn't do it justice. Like, I loved how they fell in love through letters and everything like that. Like, just everything about it just overwhelmed me with so much joy. Cute little meet cute read. And then I started Filthy Rich Vampire, which is basically, it's about a very wealthy vampire who very much enjoys the single life, and like, he doesn't want to settle down and get married and everything like that. And he ends up finding this girl named Thea, or his name is Julian, by the way. But Julian finds Thea, but he's very enamored with her, and he decides that he wants to, in a way, use her to get out of the possibility of like him going through all of like these like trials or whatever in order to be married off. And there's 4 books in this series. Okay besties, I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you enjoyed my 24-hour challenge video. It was definitely a challenge for me, I think. I'm so happy though that I didn't try to pull it like a consecutive 24 hours. Definitely happy that we did it over multiple days, because your girl would have been really, really cranky. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy today's video, and please do all of the YouTube things you know how to do, and I will see you in a bit. Bye!